Alright guys, so back for round two. We are on the draw with a great keep. Opponent's been gone for a while. Let's see if he is finally back, and he is. Ooh. Is it possible that this hand just got better? So it depends what he plays, whether I'm playing a Satyr Skink or a Blood Crazed Hoplite. Skink is going to set me up better for the late game, and I can just make Blood Crazed Hoplite huge if I need to. So I think we're going to lead off with the Skink, but again, I am not sure. If we draw something else good, like another pump spell, we could always just like try to get in for 6 or something. I don't know. Just put him to 14. Yep, and this is another match in which our board is going to be able to do great things. So, another Arouse the Mob. Alright, so definitely just attacking here. This card is worth a little bit of money, although I'm not exactly sure how good it is. I guess it's okay in the burn matchup in Standard, but I mean, they just shock it and then start going to the face again. Or they like Anger the Gods it and then go to the face again. So, you know, I guess if you can keep it alive long enough, it's going to be effective. Kind of hoping he trades here. He didn't trade. So that makes me want to Skink. And then if we draw a land, we can go Mountain, Blood Crazed Hoplite, Rouse the Mob, and then at some point we could possibly Strive Rouse the Mob on both hoplites, which would be very good. So he looks to be in some aggressive white-blue deck. My guess is he has those 0-4s, which would honestly just stonewall us. This could also be a matchup where we end up having to draw, like, you know, 2 fonts and our Blade Tuskabor in order to, you know, have enough reach to win, which is, you know, totally fine with me, as we're already part of the way there with our Blade Tuskabor. Alright, so he finally lets that resolve. So land, my guess is we're not going to see him attack here. Oh, he's just getting right in there. No fear, he says. That's what he said. I heard it. Ooh, that's really good. So we're actually just going to attack with Skink and then try to get to a swamp. Seems like the best plan. And then Skink, try to get to a swamp. Blood Crazed Hoplite. Are we attacking with both? And then maybe 2 for... Oh, he's on 2 cards. So I guess we are attacking with both. Yeah, it's totally fine. Perfecto. Let's see if he blocks it all here. Then our Blood Crazed Hoplite can just straight up trade for his for either of his creatures, actually. Alright, so we're going to make a trade here and do 1 damage. Actually, a little more than 1. Ooh. Wait, do we Rouse the Mob to make it just to, like, swing it heavily in our favor, and then we have King Makar next turn? It's actually interesting. So now we're doing 2. We could do 5 damage, which would be 7, putting him at 12, killing his guy. What could he have for white? He could have a Johnny's Presence for 1 white, which, if we made the second play, would totally blow us out. Yeah. Alright. Oh, he targeted the wrong thing. I didn't even notice that. Wow. Must have just clicked the wrong thing. That is lucky by us, although I probably should have Roused the Mob. Like, I probably should have seen it and then played Roused the Mob again. Although with him having 1 card in hand and a 2-1 on the field, I can't imagine that this game is going to be too tough. Although we are going to have to kill it before we can start using fonts of fertility or whatever. Alright, so definitely just take, just trading because we want fonts to be live as soon as we draw them. We're going to draw the black land and then play King Makar for sure. We hope that his whatever's in his hand is like some pump spell to keep it alive. We don't care. He's pretty dead at this point. It's like generally very dead. Alright, so he totally just offered the trade and I took it. Not sure what the card in his hand is, but we're just going to enter combat. Alright, so let's see what we got on the top of our deck. Magma Spray seems good. And King Makar should just put the game away here. We have Blade Test Spore in case he does absolutely nothing. Magma Spray, possibly to clear a blocker, and he's just going to scoop to King Makar. Yeah, that card is bad. And by bad, I mean really, really, really good. So, he's playing an aggressive deck. We're on the draw there and still just able to out-aggressive him. I still think Font of Ire is a very good card. I'm thinking about bringing in Nyx in Fusion. Because it looks like he's going to have a lot of bears that we can just get with it. Magma Spray is obviously also insane here. Blade Tusk Boar. I'm actually thinking about taking out a font for Nyx Infusion. Does that sound crazy? Yeah, it's probably not too crazy. Alright, on to game number 2. Alright, another very keepable hand here. Obviously this is on the draw, so it's a little tricky, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Come on, guy. Let's play some Magic. Sweet. Oh, rouse the mob. Alright. Just when I needed more pump spells. I got more pump spells. So, maybe he'll play something, maybe he won't. I have no idea. That guy. I honestly just think I'm playing Skink. That seems fine. I don't want to trade a Magma Spray for it quite yet. Besides, it can't prevent damage done to it yet. So next turn would be the turn where I Magma Spray it or whatever. Maybe it'll attack and then I won't have to spray it. No, okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just Magma Spray it. No issues there. He could have the indestructible thing. If he does, it's very good for me to get out of his hand right now, especially when I have so much gas. Yeah. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Alright, so here's the Johnny's Presents. That's fine. My Magma Spray definitely gets countered. Not worth attacking with either of my guys. I mean, if I had suspected that that's what he had in his hand, which I could have because he left exactly a Plains up, there are definitely other ways to play it, but, So this card is generally fairly good, it seems. You can, trade your creature for their creature, your enchantment for their enchantment, creature, something like that. But I'm not exactly sure how good it is right now. Alright, that's totally fine. We're honestly just kind of hoping to draw land King Makar or something like that. Or land. So somehow we're just drawing all the bad lands here. So he's stuck on 3 lands, which is weird. He obviously wants to play defense though, which is why he's playing that guy. Let's see if he lets us go to combat, and okay. He finally decided to click OK. So let's see what the skink reveals. If it's a King Makar, then I'm just going to be happy. We're going to Blade Tusk more and be totally happy with. Mountain is also acceptable. To be completely honest with you. And I'm okay trading Rise the Mob here. That is, I do not have any issues with that. I'm like kind of 2 for 1-ing myself, but I'm also getting a point in, and I'm getting to scry, which is totally fine. So next round I'm going to be able to play... Okay, so he's just straight up digging for lands, which he finds. Alright, 3-1. That's fine. So I'm going to play Skink, Satyr Hoplite. This is actually a difficult spot for me, because I didn't have the mountains earlier. I wasn't just able to like abuse my combat tricks. So we may end up losing this if we don't draw like King Makar. That's probably our out, honestly. Or just like combat trick, combat trick, combat trick, combat trick. You know, a Magma Spray and then a Rouse the Mob or whatever would also be very good here. I would not hate any of those things. I mean, I'm probably just willing to trade for his 3-1, to be completely honest with you. I'm like, there's no point in me leaving it back, because if I want to trade with his 3-1, I can just, you know, block with the one I just played. I might as well get in the point there. Banishing Light on the Skink, I presume. We'll see what it targets. Yep. On the Skink, that is totally fine. Ooh, 4-2. Getting in for 6. It's a little good. If you do destroy a target enchantment, I would love for him to destroy like his own enchantment. That'd be pretty great. I just doubt he's going to do that. So the play I can make here is to Strive, Blinding Flare, and target both of my creatures with it, making them both 2/2s and being able to trade in combat. And like at that point I'm still a dog, but I'm not as big of one as I am currently. And there's no way I can like keep attacking. I'm going to attack him down to 13, and then he's going to hit me down to 4, and then if he has anything, I die. So I kind of just have to be prepared to block here. I mean, knowing that he may very well have combat tricks or like be able to prevent all the damage to his bear. Like, there could be so many things that he has here that I'm just like not properly playing around. So yeah, I mean, we had all the creatures we needed. He was just able to outclass us fairly quickly, and we kind of got stuck on lands for a second, so that doesn't help. Alright, so he's going to be able to return creatures to his hand. I think our actual out is just double block, draw King Makar. Not double block, trade with both, draw King Makar. Rouse the Mob. Well, that's not going to be good enough. Yeah, so he's going to be able to get things back from his graveyard. The game's pretty over at this point, but we'll see just how over it actually is. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do at this point except for draw King Makar. It's about the extent of our gameplay. At some point, you just have to get lucky. It can't block, so it's not very good. Is there anything we're going to want this? We could bestow it on King... Like, if we draw King Makar, we may want to bestow it on King Makar in order to, like, be able to get through things in combat or something. Or, like, make something not be able to block. Yeah. There's a lot of ways in which we could use it right now. So... Cloaked Siren, I imagine. Yep, and that's going to put us quickly on a 2-turn clock. Yeah, I mean, now we're actually just dead, probably. What would we have to draw? We'd have to draw a Magma Spray, and then have him have nothing, and then draw King Makar. That's pretty much how it goes. So Magma Spray? No. Mountain? Alright, so we are dead in the water. So yeah, on the play, we don't want to mess with anything. We just want to go right at his throat here. So get out of there, next infusion. We'll take the font right back. Alright, yeah, I mean, this deck is just, like, tuned to do what we want to do, which is just to be on the play and hammer him really hard. So, try to do that. Alright, so we're on the play here with a spicy one. We may want to go Scarlhide Hoplite and just attack, or Hoplite bestow this. It's a 5-lander. I mean, I think it gives us a good chance to win, so we just have to, like, make him trade early, use all of his resources, and then, yeah, I think we have to, we're just going to play it here. Yeah, this is one of those hands that, like, won't quite get there. It will get, like, you know, it'll get him to 7 or whatever, and then we're going to have to draw, we're going to have to, like, force in 2 points somehow, and then draw Font of Ire to win the game. That's the kind of hand this is, which I don't mind keeping, you know. It's acceptable, I suppose. So we're just going to ship the turn, hope he doesn't have a 1-drop. By the way, that 0-4 for 1 would be terrible right now. I mean, it'd be really good, but, like, that's why it'd be terrible. Alright, so another mountain is not what we wanted. Like, not at all what we wanted. So what we actually want is, like, we either want Swamp King Makar or, like, I don't know, not a mountain. I can assure you that we did not want a mountain. Like, I'm glad he's at 14, but we did not need a mountain. Now he's just going to eat at us with a 2-3 that we can't kill because we drew so many lands. Alright, well, I guess we're all in on the Swamp King Makar plan. I mean, I guess sometimes you just draw a lot of lands. Sigiled Skink. Whatever. I guess that theoretically lets us scry next turn or something. I don't know what it does. He is in range of triple Font of Ire, so if we just draw all of them, we win. I guess he's afraid of non-actual combat tricks. Alright, so this seems decent. So that's pretty sweet. So the worst case scenario is that there's like a Satyr Hoplite on top of our deck. Another Sigil Skink. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to put him to 7. We do not want another skink. No. Alright, well, I guess he's at 7 now. So he's dead to a lot of things. I'm just not sure we have any of them. Like, he's very dead to Rouse the Mob. He's dead to a Fontivire. He's dead to King Makar. He's dead to Blade Tuskboar. We have 4 Fontivires, or 4 Rouse Mobs, 3 Fontivires, 7 cards, 8, 9, King Makar, Blade Tuskboar. So 9 out of our 28 cards. So in a third of the draws, he dies. And in less than like another third of the draws, we draw a land, and another third of the draws, we draw a Satyr Hoplite. So he clearly is not aware of that interaction. Well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm actually kind of interested in what he said. The worst part is I don't even know how to do this. Chat? That'd be how it does? Ah, okay, no problem. So I think we just do it, right? I think we just make everything huge and then scry to a win con. Alright. All of his things died to all my things. That's me rubbing my hands together as like a, let's go. Alright, he's gonna let me attack. See what I reveal from Sigil Skink. Fontivire, Fontivire, Fontivire. Please, Fontivire. Holy Fontivire, do I need a Fontivire? That's fine. You make something indestructible. Cool. I do not need a Blood-Crazed Hoplite. That's going to the bottom. So he's now clearly just going to block the Blood-Crazed Hoplite. He's going to take 1, 3... This is still taking 7, so he has to block with one of his 2 guys, neither of which he wants to block with. Ooh, okay. 2... Alright, so we're just in Fontivire range right now. We're also in Blade Tuskboar range or King Makar range. So we have 1, 2, 3. Magma Spray is not bad. We have 5 outs. Another Supply Iron Cranes. Alright, that's not good for us. We have like 5 decent cards we can draw here. We scry 2 to the bottom. I mean, I guess this is just gonna like attack. We have two draw steps. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We have 2 draw steps. He may be thinking about swapping one of our islands, or one of his islands, for one of our swamps. That could have been correct to keep... Oh, it's non-land permanent. Alright. I was going to say, that would have kept us off of King Makar mana. That's fine. So the clock's still the same. And the clock continues to be the same. Alright, so if this has to be within the next 2 cards. Satyr Hoplite is not it. This is ridiculous. Can we not draw a 3 of in our deck? Is that just actual impossible? So he's keeping us on the same clock. If we have it, we have it. Ah! Damn it! I guess sometimes you just draw 6 spells and 9 lands and lose. Alright. Make him kill us. It's a lot of lands, by the way. If it's the top card in my deck, I'm actually going to go crazy. King Makar, that wasn't even an out. Blade Test 4 wasn't an out. Rouse the Mob wasn't an out. Our little out was a little thing called 3 Fontivires. I was going to say, don't tell me they were all back-to-back. I'm done with this. 3 Fontivires all in the bottom of my deck. Alright, well, that was hopefully at least an interesting round number 2, and we'll go to round number 3 very shortly.